Are you ready to write your first prompt? Let's do it together. I'm Megan for AI, and I'm here to guide you through it. No jargon, no code, just you in a conversation with AI. So, I have all the credentials. I've got a science degree. I manage an innovative IT department, and sometimes I speak at Microsoft events. So, you'd think that it's easy for me. Wrong. When I opened up AI for the first time, I just sat there. I didn't know what to say, what to ask, or where to start. So, if that sounds like you are in exactly the right place. Let's get started. By the end of this session, you would have done exactly that. Write your first prompt together. So, what we're going to be looking at is the tools that is available, and then you can choose your tool of choice. You're going to be able to write your first prompt, which we will do together. I'll show you the good and the bad of that, and then understand a few keywords to make even conversations about AI a little bit easier, and your next steps in terms of the next prompts that you want to write, or even just the conversations that you want to have with AI. So, where do we even find AI? Let's open it together and I will show you around. So first off, what I'm going to show you is Gemini. So as you can see on my screen, this is the basic layout of majority of the different AI platforms. We've got a chatbot and the generic plus icon, which enables you to upload files or images, videos, those types of things that's pertaining to your chat with your AI. And then on the left hand side, there's the general navigation, which is usually entailing items like your new chats and your different products that you have within the AI agent and your chat history. So this one is Gemini. This is good for daily life. It's not necessarily as amazing for work. So that is something that you would choose if you are trying to find AI to make your life easier. Um, I know another one that is quite popular is Copilot. This is Copilot. You can see it looks pretty much the same. You can see the chatbot box and again the plus icon for your files, images, and different apps that you can connect. Again, on the left hand side, you'll find things like your chat history or your new chat. So, just for a little tip, if you want AI to remember who you are and tailor your responses to you, um, which is pretty much beneficial when you look at long term use for it, it helps. So if you log in, if you sign up and log in, it's going to remember your chat history. It will start tailoring the answers personally for you. If you do not log in, that means that the AI application will forget your chat history and will start from scratch every time. So let's look at where you can find your AI application together. I am just going to open up a new tab in my browser. Um, Everyone knows ChatGPT. I think that's pretty much the most popular um, AI agent or AI application. And again, it looks pretty much the same. We've got the chat box, the upload, new chat, and chat history. So I think I'm going to go ahead with this and start our first chat. So there's a few things that we want to have a look at in terms of your chat. It is very easy to go ahead and um, write a chat um, and get some output. So I am going to just ask it anything, any straightforward question, and we can see what it does for us. Um, I'm just going to say some food ideas. Okay, so I think this is a good generic prompt. The prompt is just the instructions that you give it. So I am just going to say, give me some food ideas, and let's see what it comes up with. So here you can see it gives me some food ideas. It tells you the quick food, comfort food, healthy food. So it's quite extensive output, but this is not maybe what I was looking for. Um, there are different types of aspects of a prompt that you can use, um, kind of like a recipe, if you may, to make it understand a little bit more what you want. And if you want a good output, you need to remember that you need to give it good information in order to get great results. The less information you give it, the more generic the output is going to be. So, generally, what we are looking for is we want to give it a role, maybe we want to make sure that we specify the task, what it needs to do, the context behind it. So, do you want it healthy? Do you want it high protein? Do you want it family friendly? And then a format. So, what would it look like? What does the output look like? What do you want it to tell you? In what format do you want it? So, with that said, exactly the same as what we asked now, I'm going to ask it again, but I'm going to do it with the three or the four aspects that we just spoke about. So, the role is act as a chef. So, that can be anything in a normal daily life, act as a mechanic, act as any professional that you think might know the industry that you are looking for information on. Um, you can use that as the role. So then we're going to do a task. So, what do we want it to do for us? We wanted to make a 3 day, and the context high protein, no eggs, meal plan, and we want the format to be in a table format. So we've got the role, act as a chef, make a 3 day, the task, high protein, meal plan with no eggs. That's a context, and the format as a table. So let's see how good this output is going to be. Okay. I am sure that everyone can agree that this looks much better and much more usable. So, again, the difference between writing a vague prompt and a clear prompt. If you write vague, the answer is going to be vague. If you write clearly, it's going to come out clear. So, the more parameters, the more information you give it when you ask a question, the better the answer is going to be tailored to your specific needs. Okay, so we can see there's even some chef's tips. If you want to pivot it, you can pivot it. So you can see here we've got Greek yogurt parfait with berries, chia seeds. So I'm just thinking maybe someone in the family doesn't eat dairy. So if you want to alter it, you need to remember this is a conversation. This is not just a one question input and output. This is a conversation. Speak to it like you would speak to a person. So, what would you tell the person that provided you this information? If you don't want dairy in it, you can say, alter this to exclude any dairy, right? And that goes for any of your discussions that you have with AI. You can see it also takes some initiative because you said high protein, it gave you the approximate protein um, allotment for each meal. So it does give you some helpful information there as well. So there you have it. You just wrote your first prompt. So just to have a little revision on what we've learned, AI is just a computer that can answer or write or help, maybe like a very fast assistant. A prompt is the message that you type in the chat bot. Um, in the chat box. Like you've seen, it can be called a chatbot or a prompt box. Um, so that is a prompt, is the thing that you are writing, the instructions that you are giving it. the conversation that you're having. So, prompt is not a scary thing, it is literally just the conversation that you're having with AI. The model is the brain behind the tool. So, the model can be anything like we saw today. Earlier was Gemini, ChatGPT, Copilot. Maybe you are more of a fan of something like Grok, which is XAI, XAI's tool. Um, if you want a little bit more of a frank output, answers, that's the route that you would go. If you want to use it for corporate use, like I mentioned earlier, Copilot is a very good go to. If you wanted just to make your daily life a little bit easier, any administrative task, Gemini is amazing with that. And then just one last terminology. I know the terminology is the boring stuff, but in terms of tokens or credits, that is your currency that you use. So every AI tool has a limit of the tokens or the credits, the currency that you can use. So it will tell you, it will give you a warning to say your credit is almost over. They do not call it credits, they call it tokens. Generally, um, so one more terminology that we want to learn today, I know terminology is very boring, but it would be good to know, is tokens or credits. Um, that is the currency that AI uses. So that means the more you use AI, the less your wallet is going to have. But it will warn you to say that you are running out of tokens or credits if you get close to that point. Other than that, just talk to it like a person. You can literally ask it anything. I encourage you to start off with anything that you would ask maybe a family member or an employee, team member, a friend. Um, on an average, any day conversation. It can be anything from explain this email to me in plain English, help me plan dinner for the week, write a polite reply for whatever communication it is, or give me 5 questions to ask before buying a car. Anything that you are going to do in your regular life that you don't know a lot of information on, um, this is where AI can be very helpful for you. So I hope that you learned something. I hope that you wrote your first prompt and it is successful. And like I said, I encourage you to do that as much as possible, um, just to get comfortable with it. And the more you do it, the easier it will get. Keep it natural. Um, and I really hope that this helped.